So I've been using the Rebel case for over a month now, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts and reviews and any updates that I've found so far. And yeah, let's go and get started. So let me get this out of the way firstly. This Rebel case is the best case I've ever used for me, period. Doesn't mean that I don't have issues with it. Keep in mind, these are just nitpicks, nothing major, but just things I noticed. So mainly I've been using the frosted case as my main driver for the last month. And like I mentioned in the impressions video that I did, I'll link it down below, the like button. Basically, it's frosted. It's a little bit more textured than the iPhone Pro series itself. But again, I really wish that it has more texture because it is a little bit slippery if you're not careful, and depends on how you hold the phone. And secondly, the fact that the sides are pretty much exposed does have some risks involved. And for me, I haven't dropped the phone when I've been outside. So I haven't had problems personally. It may be for you, depends on how clumsy you are, I'd say. It really does come down to just a risk management. If you tend to drop the phone quite a bit, there's other options. Like Rebel is going to come out with another type of case where it's similarly designed, but the sides are completely protected. And if you're not too worried about it, you could still use this design because it comes with the stickers to help protect it from scratches. And what I've noticed is that if you drop it on concrete or somewhere with a flat, even surface, you're really not going to have a problem, even if it drops on the side, because what happens is that the bumpers on the corners basically protect it for the most part. Of course, if you're dropping it on uneven surfaces, you're going to have that issue of getting it scratched or getting it dinged and damaged and stuff like that. So with the Pro Series lineup, I probably wouldn't be as worried versus if you're using aluminum, which if you guys don't know, basically steel is a lot more durable in terms of scratches and things versus aluminum. So if you're interested in seeing the other cases that will come out later this year or next year, I'll link it down below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see those upcoming videos in the future. So the frosted and crystal can scratch a bit easy, it seems. Of the two, the crystal shows up the most. Overall, it's still not a deal breaker at all because you have to shine your phone in certain angles to even see it. However, if that's something you feel is an issue, I would stick with either frosted or Rebel. So on to my favorite part of the video, basically the stuff I really liked. So again, this case, when I first looked at it online, like all of you guys probably have seen by now, is pretty different, right? Like it's a very like kind of hourglass type of shape, very like different. And I think that speaks to the creative input and the time taken from Rebel to design something like this. I won't say any names, but other case brands. You know, at first I wasn't too receptive of it when looking at it online, but it turns out a lot better in person. And after using it for a month, I've gotten used to it and I even like it now. It reminds me of something like an iPhone. Whenever a new iPhone comes out, you know, you kind of think about, oh, it's so ugly, or like it's so provocative in terms of the design and stuff like that. But then people get used to it and they even like it because they know it's an iPhone. So there goes that marketing, right? And so for me, I really wanted to get a slim case that could still give you some protection. And this does that. So the top and bottom cover is probably the best part I like about this case. The reason why I've been using Apple Pitaka cases previously is because it makes swiping way less annoying versus like my Rhino Shield case. The indents within the sides of the case give you extra grip, and I really appreciate the details here. So the corners are fully protected. They're very sturdy, and on the inside, they're fully protected. You have this like gel-like material to help protect from shock. So you get these tapes that you can apply optionally to your phone. And basically it's to apply it on each side and leaving the buttons exposed. So it does help protect from scratches. I really like that they added that because they really thought of everything, because they know that the sides are exposed. So they added something to help alleviate that concern if you are concerned about it. Also, one of the other great things I really like about this case is the value that it provides. So I'll have all three versions, and for $30 or $40, you get quite a bit. You get a screen protector, you get a microfiber cloth, and you get those stickers. So specific to the carbon fiber model, it has some inner lining felt material, which Looks and feels very similar to the Apple leather case series. Just a little note, the carbon fiber also has magnets inside, so you could use it with a car mounted magnet. So here's some other things I noticed just to give you guys more information. The crystal does show the micro patterns the most. You can feel them on the inside the most as well. Another thing is that of the 3 cases, the Rebel is the most flexible due to the material used and the magnets that are within the case. The Rebel's carbon fiber air mid fiber panel is embossed as the others are not, so it's flat versus embossed there. It's a minor difference and it adds a tiny bit more grip with the friction created. You may or may not like that feeling, but for me, I like that feeling. Like with other airmade cases I have, over time your oils from your hand will find its way to the panel, so just some routine maintenance will be fine and it'll make it look like new. The stickers that are used on the sides of the phones will likely mess with other cases if that wasn't already obvious. I tried it so you didn't have to. And also, they're very stackable. So regarding the stickers and how to use it, so you guys can see that has a Rebel logo there. And the one with the longer length is for the left side of the phone. And then the 2 individual pieces, the smaller pieces, go on the right-hand side. And pretty much you can't mess it up. Just line it up with the entire piece and you'll know sort of where things should line up. I recommend that you guys do it with the case on, because if you don't, you might have a chance to have an error, because if you line it too far to the right, it might get into the case, the corner of the case. So overall, I highly recommend this case. I really can't recommend it enough. It's one of the best cases I've ever used. I always wanted a case where it felt slim, which it is, and it still has protection on the side, so it's not too bulky for me. I've used other cases in the past, and I never really gotten that satisfaction of good protection and at a minimal cost in terms of the design. And so I feel like the Rebel case does that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which case did you guys like the most. And I'm looking forward to talking to you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.